Hey guys, and welcome to the 5th game, the last of this series. This is the grand finals of the Dreamhack Summer 2011 tournament. If you have not seen the past 4 games, go check them out. They were all great games. We are now in the final game. This game will determine who wins the entire tournament. Our 2 players, LiquidHuk spawning at the top right position of Teldarim Altar. His opponent, none other than we made FOXMoon, spawning at the top left side of the map, opting to go for a 6-spool here. This is very intense, guys. Moon already going for a 6-spool, last game of the huge tournament, and look at this. Huck is actually scouting at the right base. This is huge for Huck. He will be able to spot this so early and be able to react accordingly, and I feel like Huck will get a win here just because of this hero probe that will scout the 6-spool. And there he goes, Huck actually seeing the 6-spool, turning around, making sure he doesn't believe his eyes. A 6-spool cheese on the grand finals of the Dreamhack tournament. No one would have expected this. Huck automatically putting down a forge and a gateway and should try and wall this off. That drone making his way into Huck's base. Now Moon knows where Huck is, and there he goes. He's gonna try and block the entrance here. This is huge for both these players. Last game, a lot of money on the line, and these 2 players have worked their asses off to get to this point. And now it all comes down to a single 6-spool. That drone denying the block here for just a second. Now that pylon going up and the cannon behind the wall. This Lynx coming into the base will not be able to go through this wall. And huge scout by Huck. That hero probe that made its way into the Zerg base. Now the cannon is up, and Moon will have to walk away from this. Now Huck in a commanding lead here, 13 harvesters to only 9 of Moon. And if Huck didn't scout that 6-spool that early, that could have been very different. And Moon not in good shape in this last final game of such a big tournament. I wonder, he's actually switching over to drone production now, trying to catch up to Huck. Huck now actually put this cannon down and is safe for now. I wonder if he's actually going to go for a fast expand here. He knows that Moon actually went for a 6-spool and is way behind on the income tab. Now 1 probe making its way into Moon's base. Huck needs to know what Moon is doing, if he's droning up or preparing some kind of all-in Baneling bust. He does make his way into the main base of Moon and sees that there are a lot of drones here, so Huck knows that he is safe for now. He can throw down that expo as soon as he saw that there were no expansions here. And, well, now Huck, I feel like, is in a great shape to actually take this tournament. And what an unusual thing to do, 6-pooling in the grand finals. And again, Moon really got unlucky with Huck scouting him this fast on this large of a map. Huck could have just as easily scouted down here and never seen the 6-pool coming, and he would have had a little hole here, or would have been made a little later cannon, or went for Nexus first, and this game would have looked very differently from now on. And Moon now still droning up, now building a second extractor and a roach warren, so he will all in some way here. He will try and bust down the front door with the roaches, and here he goes. 18 harvesters now for Moon. He will produce only roaches from now on and try to bust this front door from Huck. Huck needs units to defend. He needs more cannons. 1 sentry gonna pumping out from that gateway right now, but he really needs more units to deal damage to all of those roaches that will come streaming in. And who would have expected a 6-pool in the final game? Moon really has some very, very large kahunas to pull that off. And unfortunately, it did not work out for him. So this is how is concluded the epic series of Huk versus Moon. We have yet to see that roach bus come. There are the first roaches. Now Ling's speed almost done. Moon stopped mining gas actually, so he will just pump out a few roaches and concentrate on Lings after that, just to bust the front door and stream in with Lings. Still only one cannon for Huk. Will he be able to hold this? I feel like Huk should really put down more defensive, because this is basically the only way that Moon can come back. I guess Huk thinks that Moon is just gonna macro up like a madman and try and come back in this game, but Moon has other intentions. He will try and bust that front door. You can see all those units pouring into Huk's front door, and here he goes. You can see a few Lings, and now 4 roaches at the front of Huk's base. 2 nice force fields preventing that zealot from taking any kind of hit. Now all those roaches focusing down this cannon. Huk, nice force fields here. The roaches can't actually access this cannon. Only one of them can shoot, and a lot of units here for Moon. He really needs to hit all these buildings to be able to pass through. Now focusing down this pylon. Huk throwing down another pylon. That is a lot of units for Moon. Only 4 sentries left for Huk. Now throwing down 4 cannons. If these cannons are able to make it out, he will survive. Now the forge actually going down. Moon is free to run into Huk's base. Nice force field here, trapping a few Lings. Only 2 make it into the main. All these roaches actually went down to the cannons and the sentries. Only 2 Lings and a roach remaining. These 3 zealots should be able to take care of that. Meanwhile, still more Lings in the expansion of Huk, but 6 sentries here and a few cannons should be able to thwart this away. And now Huk taking even more of a lead in this game. 38 harvesters to 17. Moon now taking his expansion, desperately trying to do something here. I would not be surprised if he decides to double expand. He really needs to do something very drastic at this point to be able to survive. Now still only 2 Lings in the main base for Moon. Not gonna do much though. They are trying to run into the mineral line. These probes zapping away at them, and I guess they're just still scouting around in the base. Now here they finally fall, and Huk now moving forward with his army, gonna do a lot of damage with this. If Moon doesn't have the perfect surround on this army, he will not hold. A lot of Lings trying to flank here. Huk actually moving up, separating his forces. Nice reaction time, throwing down a lot of force fields, even one on the low ground here. I guess that was a small misclick by Huk. A lot of Lings, but nice force fields, trapping all the sentries behind, being able to zap at those Lings, and Huk has free reign in Moon's expansion. He will take it down, and Moon now will have to GG eventually, and there it goes, GG out of this. And that was quite a fast finals, very intense. Moon trying to 6-fool Huk with a very lucky scout actually preventing it, and Huk is the grand champion of the Dreamhack Summer 2011 tournament. Give a hand out to Huk, our Canadian champion. Thanks for watching, guys, and tune in to my live stream on Team Liquid. Just look for Buddha, or follow me, or subscribe, or whatever. If you like my videos, don't hesitate. And I also don't hesitate to email me if you want to discuss, buddhazerg@gmail.com. And thanks for tuning in.